Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to hit that like button. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. So overall, you might see that I do sound a little bit rough. It is because I am sick, and I do apologize for that. But overall, we are working, through it. We are, looking at things happening around the market currently. We are looking for some nice buy points on altcoins, as we are basically in an altcoin bear market, as Bitcoin just ranges sideways, which this is what we don't like to see. And you can see this on Bitcoin right now. If you go to the 7-day or even the 1-day, you can basically see the pattern that we're trading in. It's not good. Even on the 1 month, you can really kind of see it clearly. Here's that massive dip down to like 25K. I know that, this is showing a little bit different. There you guys have it. And then, we do just have the sideways momentum as altcoins are basically getting slaughtered right now. But this does give you guys a little bit of a better, entry point on some altcoin positions. It's up to you if you guys do want to buy. To me, I think that, we are seeing some great opportunities within this market. I think that we've seen some great opportunities already back in the beginning of May for some of these major altcoins like XRP. So, of course, to me, I'm actually very bullish. I've mentioned this multiple times. I'm macro bullish on crypto, and I always will be. Short term, bearish, if you guys will. Yeah, sure. On altcoins, I am a little bit short term bearish because as we do look at Bitcoin, we're waiting for Bitcoin dominance to actually top out and start to decline, and that's when you really want to buy altcoins, when we do see Bitcoin dominance actually topping out and hitting resistance. Now, shout out to Credible Crypto here, but we do see bear market is a relative term. There is no set definition. When I say bear market, I am referring to one of the same magnitude or degrees as our corrections from November 13 and December 17. The correction from 14K to 3K and the one we are in now are not of the same degree, in my opinion. And we actually do see down here, this is that chart that Credible Crypto has shared multiple times, and I've actually been showing you guys this chart as well. This is actually what I foresee happening within this market. This is also why I am accumulating a lot of altcoins right now, because if we do get this massive wave 5, and it's not guaranteed, then we will make a ton of money off of these major altcoins because they are down already massively in terms of percentage wise. So I'm definitely looking at this to play out in terms of a pattern. Of course it's not guaranteed, but this is exactly what I foresee happening as well. We actually do see here again from Credible Crypto what happens when you don't take higher time frame context into consideration when evaluating market structure, a thread. And here we have our current topping points at 60K and then 69K. We see the 28K lows, and we actually do see where we are now, where 28K is essentially our bottoming point. And we do see here, you sell the bottom of a correction within a larger, higher time frame uptrend. And here we have that chart as well, lows broken, MS broken as well. And look at what ended up happening right after. So, if we are in that same exact position, then look at the major price action going up after this correction is finished. But of course, we most likely will see a little bit more pain on altcoins going forward. But I think that this recovery is going to be pretty massive. And we actually do see here, this is also another reason why I have been buying some altcoins. Insiders are buying. There is only one reason they buy, and that is because they believe their stock will go higher. The article also mentions the record short positions, which backs up my belief. And yes, we are seeing mass accumulation of stocks. We actually did see more than 1,100 corporate executives and officers have snapped up shares of their own firms in May. And this is significant because this also gives you guys a little bit of a confidence break within stocks. I think that when we talk about stocks and even crypto, I think that the recovery, going forward is going to be something, monumental. I think that when we talk about that wave 5 on Bitcoin, it could definitely happen. Now, we also do see here from Blockworks. Now, this was actually pretty interesting, but they are building out this on their private DLT base or their private ledger. But this says breaking JP Morgan starts to use blockchain for collateral settlements in trading and lending. And this is actually pretty significant when you take a look at who JP Morgan is. You go back to 2017, 2018, and they didn't want to touch crypto. And now, they are utilizing blockchain for collateral settlements in trading and lending. And of course, they are utilizing their own private ledger, which is totally fine. It just kind of solidifies where we currently are. And it also does show you guys exactly where DLTs and ledgers themselves will essentially be positioned at going forward. So I definitely think that this is extremely bullish for a lot of these DLT assets like HBAR, XRP, XDC Algo, etc. So I'm definitely happy about that. Now, let's talk about the price per XRP in terms of a utility token. So we actually do see here, let me get this right. So XRP went up to $3.82 with no utility and no real world use cases. Based on that alone, once this lawsuit is over, real utility kicks in, Ripple ICO kicks in, I think a conservative price would be around $25 within weeks of clarity. If you actually look at the other currencies, most have 3 to 4x from their all-time highs in the 2017 bull run. The next bull run will be XRPs. Imagine a 3 to 4x from $3.82. It equals $11.46 to about $15.28. Hence why I've always said $10 to $15 for XRP. And we do see here, plus XRP has some catching up to do. The real prize will come when people / new people consistently see XRP up 5% on the daily basis. Money will continue to pour into XRP, and we will hit $25 with no real trouble. Now, of course, a lot of this is speculation, but when we look at things happening around the Ripple IPO, we talk about clarity, we talk about regulatory standards within a lot of the money that will trickle into crypto from regulations being ushered in. I definitely think that XRP could hit some high dollar figure amounts. I think $25 is pretty conservative. I think that is not too unrealistic, especially when you look at the fib outreaches on the chart. But also, talking about price action on XRP, shout out to Do It Yourself Investing here, but one of my favorite things about Bitcoin pairings is how they often create similar market cycles as prior cycles. This cycle has been longer for sure, but the price action is still strikingly similar today. What do you think happens? And we actually do see here, here you guys have the 2014-2017 structure where we did fully bottom out on the XRP Bitcoin pair before having that massive breakout event. And what do you think is going to happen now? I mean, we've been in a massive downtrend. We're essentially bottoming out. Yes, we will have a little bit more pain, but the breakout event is going to be something pretty monumental, like I've said. And we actually do see here one of the only true examples we can pull from is what Doge did against Bitcoin. We don't need to see XRP go up this much against its all-time high to still be highly profitable long term. To the all-time highs is a 20x. That's plenty for me, to be honest. And yeah, it is. I mean, if you look at XRP right now and you look at the all-time highs just themselves, I mean, that's a perfect, exit point as well. I mean, you don't need to get a 100x return on something. You don't need to get just, the massive amount of profit that you possibly can get. All you need to do is make 10 to 20x to even, small profits still add up. That's what I like to say. $1,000 here, $1,000 there. After a little bit of time, it does add up. You don't need to, be too greedy. I always say don't get too greedy at the tops and don't get too greedy at the bottoms either. Now, we also do see here, I wonder how many NDAs Ripple has when it comes to CBDCs. And honestly, this is what I've always said about, even Hedera as well. Like, you really got to look at, these NDAs that are in place. A lot of these companies can't talk about the partnerships that they do have simply because of the legality issues within the projects. I've always said, pay attention to things that are happening around the scene, specifically within partnerships, because that's going to be the key aspect to really kind of watch for. I've always said, these companies are not going to be fully transparent with you. I mean, if you think about it, you are retail. So being a retail investor, you're not going to know everything that is happening on the inside. That's why I've always said, pay attention to what these companies are building out on a day-to-day basis and the updates that they are pushing, because it will actually kind of show you guys the puzzle being put together, and the real picture will really kind of show you exactly what has been building out for years. I think that Ripple, in terms of the overall decade that they have been building, it is something massive. I think that this payment network could ultimately, stifle Swift's growth and actually kind of take over a little bit as the dominant, payment network. And I've always said this multiple times. And yes, I know that they will most likely complement each other in terms of, RippleNet being, sort of plug and played within Swift through an API gateway. And I actually look forward to seeing that because, again, it's more, volume and it's more value being pushed over the network either way. But also, last but not least, I just want to show you guys this quick video, and it says, I wonder which currency they are describing here. Listen closely to this.
Yeah, the currency that is backed by the full faith and credit of the U.S. government naturally provides interoperability between different platforms. And so in that kind of a world, you'd still have a digital asset that would have the backing of the U.S. government and therefore would naturally be that kind of neutral settlement asset layer. And different stablecoins could then, have different attributes and be part of different ecosystems.
And I want to just really quickly analyze what she said. A neutral currency, almost like a neutral bridge currency. She's talking about a neutral settlement token. That's exactly what XRP is doing. And also, this was not the only video. It was also this video here. Did Ray Dalio just hint that XRP will replace the US dollar as the new world reserve currency? Listen closely to this as well.
There is an important question that I want to get to, and it's related to concerns that you've shared about the US dollar potentially losing its reserve currency status. As an investor, how should they think about constructing a portfolio given this concern that you've talked about?
Well, there are two purposes of a currency, which is a medium of exchange and a storehold of wealth. And we're living in a world where we have the three major currencies are fiat currencies with the same kind of problems. So you can't look at one currency in relationship to another. I think people make a lot of mistakes of thinking, it's an ugly contest. And so the questions that we're going to be in is storehold of wealth. Okay, what is your storehold of wealth? And a money is a storehold of wealth that also is widely accepted in other countries so that you can move it around. It's not just limited to currencies. Don't think that medium of exchange is the only important thing. So think about the store of the wealth. That's when we deal with the quadrant of the four pieces to try to find a balanced storehold of wealth. And then you have to think, can I move that and sell that anywhere? Am I going to have the free capital markets to do that, or are they going to be a problem? So the diversification of that. And I think we are entering a period where all currencies, the traditional medium of exchange type of currencies, are going to a lot of currencies will compete. What will be the medium in which I could take something and go someplace else and cost effectively convert that into buying? Okay, the medium of exchange. So I think we're in a storehold of wealth issue. In other words, focus in on that. And then, your transaction cost of converting that storehold of wealth, a balanced portfolio, into buying power. And then you transact
And that's basically what we are getting at, right? Is having that option to transact and convert to any currency, any digital asset, and also keep it cost effective. And with instant settlement. What do you think, is the number one chosen one here? To me, it would have to be XRP within the RippleNet, in general. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. But to me, I just foresee the technology behind RippleNet combined with XRP, something that is a no-brainer move, especially when you are looking at becoming the world reserve currency, or even if you will, the bridge currency between CBDCs and, traditional fiat, which essentially will still be, a world reserve currency, except it will be a world reserve bridge currency. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.